Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. Making hard work of reading this PDA. Progress update. Rejected subjects have proven useful for preliminary genetic testing. The death rates are 100% of course, but the data being gathered is critical to improving subsequent testing on viable subjects. Note, only approved personnel with Alpha 3 and above level security clearance are allowed access to the genetic waste testing area. Be aware that security breaches of any kind will result in immediate contract termination. I don't know where I've been now. Have I been here? No, I'm guessing not. Why the hell have I got that out?
Tight quarters. Check your fire.
There's two of them shield behind the door. M12 Locust, that sounds really familiar, you know. The Casa Fabrications Model 12 Locust is a compact submachine gun developed for the Alliance but now favoured by gang enforcers and hitmen. Featuring a complex recoil-reducing mechanism and high-grade auto-targeting software, the Locust delivers longer range, more accurate fire than others in its class. I mean, auto-target, did it say? That sounds pretty good. I don't know how to put weapon mods on. Oh, just get weapon mods. Let's try it.
Father is working for the elusive man.
Yeah, we know that. That's not a revelation, Miranda.
Creating these husk creatures was our first success. While not true husks, they still respond to Reaper signals. More work ahead, but we are moving forward. We're very close. Understanding the indoctrination process is one thing. However, turning it to our advantage is proving to be quite another. This is assembly line science. The sheer brute force of numbers and repetition is doing the thinking for us. Effective, but discovery happens at a pace.
So maybe when the Prothean device thought they were indoctrinated, they weren't indoctrinated by the Reapers. Kailang had been indoctrinated by the elusive man, maybe? Maybe that's a possible twist? Maybe they're not indoctrinated at all by the Reapers? Internal memos streamlining procedures. In an effort to streamline our waste elimination process, a high-grade liquefaction compound has been added to our alkaline hydrolysis disposal systems. Our goal is to ensure that our processing system can meet the expected processing ratios as more subjects arrive at this facility. As a result, personnel must wear level 4 hazmat suits at all time while in the disposal area. Sure that is. Looks Reaper-y though. Oh. No, I'm not doing a good job of this. Where am I meant to be going? I heard Miranda.
We're very close. Understanding the indoctrination process is one thing. However, turning it to our advantage is proving to be quite another. This is assembly line science. The sheer brute force of numbers and repetition is doing the thinking for us. Effective, but discovery happens at a pace.
Heavy resistance outside the tower. If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man.
Connection established.
I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Theoretically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
He's talking about controlling Reaper forces, right? Is that possible?
I don't know. I'll play the rest of it.
And seeing as the Reapers are destroying the base, probably not.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how could we extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves?
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know why the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
Figured Cerberus out. Tough break for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Commander, there's more here. Look.
Damn it. I hope she's ready for him.
Okay, so it seems like they were trying to work on getting control over the subjects of the Reapers and potentially even the Reapers. So maybe Kai Leng isn't indoctrinated by the Reapers. He's indoctrinated by by Cerberus. So Cerberus have their own indoctrination going on, which they were trying to get used against the Reapers, which obviously hasn't worked, or they wouldn't be here. You know, because they've been indoctrinated.
Heads up, look out! Look for an exit!
They're putting up a fight!
We're close. Keep going.
Not too bad. Probably better and more accurate. I think it's got some sort of auto aim, hasn't it? It's only level 1. However, it's probably our weakest gun. Someone else kill these things, please. Bomb. Thanks for that, controls. Great. I do blame that 1000% on the controls.
We're close. Keep going.
don't seem to be a lot here. I think even though the last video ended up quite short, I will take my original cut-off point, because the revelation that Miranda's father was working for the Elusive Man was a terrible revelation. I'm sure we already knew that. I didn't know that was ever in doubt.
We have underestimated the strength of the Reaper signal. They are here. The Reapers somehow know what we've learned about them. They have a weakness. I'm compiling our research data to archive before it's too late. Cerberus sent troops to defend the facility against the Reapers.
Starting command sequence. Releasing husks.
Can't move. What's happening? Oh my god! A way out! A way out!
This will get us closer to the tower. This way.
Here they come!
Yaga brutes.
Get out of their reach!
Okay. Oh, I won. I thought I died. Oh, I'm not. Oh no, not Banshees, they actually are really tough. Oh, I have no idea how good
They're all
this
coming
thing
from
is.
that room up ahead.
Let's get over there.
Actually quite good, it seems. I think she grabbed me and did a choke slam. Right, where am I? Back here. Ah, there's loads of them. Oh, I can't climb out for some reason. Oh, I wish I'd given them all these easy guns. I can't see what I'm doing because my camera's always shaking.
They're all coming from that room up ahead.
Let's get over there.
It's not my way. Do they all do a choke slam? I don't think I've been choke slammed before, and I've fought loads of them. It's kind of annoying that I can't get to any decent position because he refuses to climb up. I don't know why. It doesn't look that big to me.
Here they come!
Get out of their reach! Let's get over there.
Hopefully those other guys can kill it, because I obviously can't. She's obsessed with coming after me. Go, 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 go. Oh, I want to run, I want to run, I want to run! I don't want to take cover!
Let's move!
Pod status: Pod 1, foreign material present. Pod 2, pod integrity compromised. Pod 3, subject deactivated. Pod, manual override. I'm not sure how that helps me. M99 Sabre. What's that? A sniper rifle and assault rifle? Well, we're not going to use it, are we? A heavy-duty semi-automatic rifle favoured by only the most elite marksmen, the M99 Sabre is jokingly referred to as the Big Iron for its sheer stopping power. Each M99 Sabre is designed specifically for its owner, making it one of the Alliance's more expensive weapons. So each of these is designed specifically for its owner, according to the info, but that one wasn't designed for us, so we're not really getting any benefit from that. Oh, can't jump over there.
Tower access granted. Tower access granted.
Get ready.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard, don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
I don't know if he's bluffing or not.
You don't need her. Let her go, and you can walk out of here.
She's all I've got left. Everything else is gone. Now put down the gun and step aside. Oriana has already...
Oh! Shepard! Are you all right? I'm so sorry this happened. It's okay, Ori. You're safe now. I'm fine. I want to get out of here. We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
That's alright, I'll just keep shooting people in the leg. It's one of my specialties.
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the elusive man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Lang.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
Miranda, this whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight. It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
About your father.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes. You can. What's our status? Any intel we can use from this place?
Research data is gone, but we've got basic facility information, shuttle arrivals and departures, Cerberus included. No direct links, but it's a start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the elusive man.
A tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but... nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is... exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get this scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I've got to follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ori. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my
Cortez,
father,
we need to
Henry
pick up at the
Dawson.
tower.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes. We had a tracer on Kai Leng when he reported back.
Good. That gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
The Systems Alliance represents humanity's economic, political, and military reach throughout the galaxy. Its naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. The Alliance Engineering Corps cuts roads through mountains and builds bases on asteroids. While the bulk of the AEC has active wartime duties, their brightest are helping build a device of Prothean origin recovered on Mars. Due to the staggering amount of raw materials required, the AEC has been given unprecedented emergency funding for any Alliance resources that will not interfere with the deployment of troops. The old saying, "Every Marine is a rifleman," still holds true in the Alliance. Every enlisted Marine, from clerk to sniper, goes through a period of infantry training. As a result, the 103rd Marine Division is Earth's largest collection of Special Forces soldiers. Officers from notable battles, such as the Skillian Blitz and the First Contact War, run harsh training exercises in a variety of environments, insisting the Marines be prepared to storm any beach on any planet. This training has been useful in the Reaper War, as the 103rd can be fighting in an Arctic desert one week, crawling through jungles the next. Biotic students from the Grisham Academy have joined the 103rd Marine Division as a support unit. The students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. Commander Shepard's interview with Diane Allers about the attempted takeover of the Citadel noted Cerberus's tactical missteps, which improved the morale of Alliance ground forces. When the Reaper called Sovereign attacked the Citadel in 2183, Rear Admiral Boris Mikhailovich led the 63rd Scout Flotilla against Sovereign. The 63rd suffered the fewest losses of any Alliance flotilla during the Battle of the Citadel, while providing crucial support for the 5th Fleet's carriers and dreadnoughts, The Alliance promoted Mikhailovich from Rear Admiral to Admiral after the battle, and tasked him with rebuilding and upgrading his ships. His combat expertise with the Reapers has been invaluable in devising strategies against them. The First Fleet was stationed near the Charon Relay when the Reapers invaded the solar system. By the time that Admiral Hackett issued the order to retreat, its size, once the largest in the Alliance Navy, had been cut in half. Commanding Admiral Inez Lindholm made the painful decision to use a tenth of the fleet's remaining vessels as cover so the remainder could escape. Her gamble paid off, as the First Fleet limped out of the relay to rally with the rest of the Alliance forces on the run. Improved treatments for chemical burns are being implemented by Alliance doctors and medics. Thanks to Arius Hacker, the Cerberus files located in General Petrovsky's Afterlife headquarters were retrieved mostly intact. The encrypted ciphers are complex, but Aria has had top technicians scraping the data for anything that may be of use to the Alliance. Key intel on Cerberus activities in Alliance theatres has already been found, providing the forces fighting in those areas with a tactical edge. In the more heavily encrypted files, valuable threads are emerging that could uncover top-secret Cerberus operations. Stationed at Arcturus, the Third Fleet is headed by Admiral Nitesh Singh. When the Reapers came for the station, Singh had already pulled his command ship, the SSV Logan, back to an ideal firing position for its mass accelerator cannons. The Dreadnought's guns managed to slow down a destroyer before it could demolish the Third Fleet, but Singh was forced to retreat in the face of overwhelming opposition from the Reapers. Human forces fighting Cerberus took losses, due in part to a shortage of engineers in the Alliance Third Fleet. First Lieutenant Kaylee Sanders joined Grissom Academy's board of directors after she gave up on her military career. When the Cerberus raid on the Academy was thwarted by Commander Shepard, Sanders joined with Alliance engineers working to recreate the Prothean device found on Mars. Her past work as a systems technician, specifically studying synthetic intelligence, has helped decode some of the complex feedback systems that control the weapon's energy output. Some of Grissom Academy's more technically minded students were saved from Cerberus by Commander Shepard. They've met up with Sanders, contributing their brainpower to some of the problems she's been tackling. David Archer is another refugee from Grissom Academy working on the device. Despite his youth, Archer's theories on interstellar cross-modulation have won him respect with the project's scientists. Jack, formerly known as Subject Zero, may be the most talented biotic of her time. After helping Shepard destroy the Collectors, she was offered a teaching position at Grissom Academy by the Alliance. Accepting the position for reasons of her own, Jack continued to hone her skills while training her students. Grissom Board of Directors member Kaylee Sanders has vouched for Jack's energetic, if unorthodox, teaching style, impressed with the inroads made with the children under the Rogue Biotic's care. The Arcturus 1st Division is a volunteer army of civilians, paramilitary forces and reserve soldiers who have banded together to stop the Reaper occupation of the planet Benning. To avoid detection by Reaper forces, its members operate in cells, never staying in any one place long. A handful of Alliance officers are coordinating the 1st Division, sharing intel and sending supplies to the resistant soldiers. A few Alliance squadrons have been spared to support Benning's makeshift army with trained soldiers. The Alliance's 6th Fleet was travelling through Council space when Earth was invaded. The men and women on board watched helplessly as footage of the devastation rolled in. The last order for Admiral Hackett was to avoid engagement and lay in reserve. After waiting for so long, the 6th Fleet is eager to finally engage the enemy. Rogue fighter pilots. When humanity began to expand its borders, experienced pilots were needed to establish colonies in the uncharted reaches of space. Some Alliance personnel heeded the call, and these luckless men and women have been driven out of their colonies by invading Reapers. After speaking with Lieutenant Steve Cortez, a few of these highly skilled fighter pilots agreed to fly against the enemies who destroyed their homes. The 5th Fleet became famous across the galaxy after spearheading Alliance forces at the Battle of the Citadel. It was guarding Arcturus Station when the Reapers attacked. After a bloody and desperate battle, Admiral Hackett gave the order to retreat, sacrificing the entirety of the Alliance 2nd Fleet to give the 3rd and 5th the chance to escape. The 5th Fleet's engineers are busy repairing its damaged vessels, grimly anticipating a return to Earth and revenge against the Reapers. A pair of entrepreneurs was persuaded to switch from creating financial programs to advanced weapon targeting VIs, and to sell them to the Alliance just above cost. Kasumi Goto is wanted in over a dozen systems for sabotage, hacking, theft, and a laundry list of other crimes. The Alliance is willing to overlook Goto's indiscretions in exchange for her help with the Crucible. In addition to her expertise with electronic security systems, Goto can acquire important technology thought lost or stuck deep in enemy territory. No one dares to ask how she acquires these items. Zaid Masani has a reputation as one of the most relentless and efficient mercenaries in the Terminus systems. Cerberus contacted Masani a few months after the Collectors were destroyed and offered him a job. Negotiations ended badly, and Masani now seeks out jobs that oppose his former employer's interests. He brings years of experience and finely honed survival skills to the fight against the Reapers. Alliance News Network reporter Diane Allers has been broadcasting from the Normandy, interviewing crew members and high-ranking Alliance officials to give the galaxy an insider's view of the war. When the original SSV Normandy was destroyed, Cerberus rebuilt the ship from stolen Alliance plans. Dubbed the SR-2, the Alliance took the new Normandy apart and retrofitted some of its systems with new technology of its own. As a result, the SR-2 Normandy is the highest performing frigate in the entire Alliance Navy, and possibly the fastest ship in its class. The Normandy is commanded by Shepard, an Alliance officer and humanity's first Spectre. To bolster the Normandy's firepower, Commander Shepard installed a Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon on the ship's undercarriage. Based on Reaper technology, the powerful weapon fires molten metal accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light. Before taking on the Collectors, Commander Shepard reinforced the Normandy superstructure with Solaris armour. This protective layer of carbon nanotube sheeting can withstand temperatures that would instantly vaporise more conventional armour. The Normandy has been upgraded with cyclonic barrier technology, allowing the ship's mass effect field projectors to fire rapidly oscillating barriers that deflect rather than directly absorb kinetic shocks. Although the Normandy is tough enough to withstand ship-to-ship firepower, wear and tear takes its toll. The vacuum of space, solar irradiation, the retained heat of stealth mode, and the stress of burning an onboard fusion plant all put stress on the ship's many complex systems. Alliance technicians have repaired, retrofitted, and tested the Normandy while it was in dry dock, and they assure the crew that it will now perform better than ever. The crew of the Normandy, both past and present, have bonded over their shore leave experiences and vented stress that could otherwise damage their mental focus. They will fight for Shepard or for one another with renewed zeal. Commander Shepard uncovered significant elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR-2. When the Alliance dry docked the Normandy, they seized all recovered elements. This material surplus has gone towards building the Prothean device discovered on Mars. Eden Prime is an agrarian world, producing millions of tons of food that is sold to less arable planets. The Alliance has set up supply lines from this colony to funnel excess provisions to its troops. A few researchers who studied Prothean technology on Eden Prime avoided capture by Cerberus. They forwarded copies of their work to the Alliance, hoping it can help build the Prothean device found on Mars. Although its military defences were seriously damaged by the Cerberus invasion, Eden Prime's remaining government has loaned the Alliance several Athabasca-class supply freighters. Eden Prime's colonists drove Cerberus away from the system entirely. With its shipping lanes secure, the colony is sending out as many supplies and as much equipment as it can spare. Synthetic diamond is a key ingredient in military-grade heat sinks that are used in computing, high-end thermal clips and starship weapons. Liberating tons of it from facilities on Brez will help support both ground and space forces. Dr. Anne Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore.